Hi, Life Education in Action, 2 Minutes for Life, number 7. And we're in Deuteronomy 18, 9 through 13 tonight. I want to direct you to this passage because it explains something that many who are familiar with the Bible hadn't really ever noticed before, and I think it's really critical to understanding the practice of child sacrifice and what it meant to the Lord. So listen to this passage as I read it. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not learn to imitate the detestable ways of the nations there. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices their son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. And because of these same detestable practices, the Lord your God will drive out those nations before you. You must be blameless before the Lord your God. Here's what's important here to understand. First of all, there are 7 different practices listed of these nations that are already in Canaan. And the very first one is the sacrifice of sons and daughters in the fire. This is a detestable practice to the Lord. And then go down a little bit further in the reading, and it says, the Lord your God will drive out those nations before you because of these same detestable practices. Here's why that's important. The people that were there were not just driven out because God was trying to make room for His people. They were driven out because they were involving themselves in very detestable practices, and they were literally killing children on altars of burning sacrifice. That's horrendous to God. God was a God of life. He is the God of life. And what this is pointing out is how He is distinguishing Himself from all these other gods in the area. Again, and this is really important because this book of Deuteronomy was given to the Israelites not just after they came out of Egypt, but 40 years later when they were getting ready to go into the Promised Land. And He tells them, the reason I'm moving these people out is because of these detestable practices, the first of which is child sacrifice. So keep that in mind, and we'll see you at the next installment. Thank you.